G'day guys, welcome back. I am going to do another ring pour today on my spinner, my cake decorating spinner. This size fits really nicely on there. It's a 40 centimetre or 16 inch. Got a bit of double-sided tape there. See, it sits really nicely there. So I've done a blue one, ring pour. I've done the orange, yellow and purple one, and today I'm going to do a pink one. Let me see if I can get rid of that shadow. The only way I can do that is, no, still there. I'll turn the bright light off. It's just a shadow from the puppy pool there. Now I made up some more of this because I like the way that it works. It's 400 grams of Floetrol. Now this is, excuse my dirty fingers, that one's Floetrol, just because I've still got some bottles left. The gloss medium is the global gloss medium, but you could use Liquitex or whatever you've got. GAC 800 and Liquitex pouring medium. So 400 grams, 300 grams, 200 grams and 100 grams. Get a little snapshot of that if you like. And then I'll mix that, equal parts of that to Montmartre paint. And yeah, got all pinks. White, pale pink, magenta, like a musky pink, and then a bright pink. They're all Montmartres. These two I made myself, and that one's just the magenta and that one's called pink. So I don't think you need to see all the bottles, do you? So I'm just sort of alternating them, light, dark. And I'm going to pour the paint into this container, only because I don't want to spout this time. I want to try, instead of getting tight little rings like I normally do, I want to try and overlap and kind of get a 3D kind of a look. So maybe we'll get something that looks like petals, like in a flower. So I'm going to go with that. But I will take my tripod down so that you can see me layering it a little bit easier. Oh, there we go, we're in focus. So this is the magenta, and that's how thick it is. It's really thick. See how it sits on the top for quite a while? Go around, there we go, still there. And when you lift it up, 1, 2, oops, here we go, do it again, 1, 2, 3, 4. It breaks at about 4 seconds, so that's how I know that it's the right consistency for my ring pours anyway. I'm sure everyone has their own way of doing it, but for me, that's what I like. Let's just make sure that's focused, and let me get my gloves on, and we're gonna go for this. My usual plastic cups, my big cups, only hold about 400 grams of paint, so I've got about 600 grams here of mixed paint, so I need to go with the bigger one. Half in, yeah, half. So, and that's the white, and then the pale pink, and then the magenta. So I'm alternating them light, dark sort of thing, or just different shades next to each other so that I can get them to kind of pop, you know. I don't want two similar colours next to each other. So that's the first layer. Now the second layer, and I wanted white in the bottom. When I did my blue pour before, I was saying how I wanted the white to be in the center, and I was waiting for the white paint to come out of the jug, but it occurred to me that I layered it not the way I wanted to, because I wanted to layer it with the white first, but I ended up doing it the opposite way, and I went dark to light instead of light to dark. So I'm a bit of a doofus. But anyway, it still worked out pretty. It was just a lot darker than I expected because I'm waiting for the white to come out of the cup and going, where's the white? It's still in there. And it didn't occur to me until afterwards when I was watching the video back that I actually layered them dark to light instead of light to dark, which is what I wanted to do. So I'll probably do another blue one, but it turned out really pretty, didn't it? It was more like a galaxy pour. And when the lights shone on those little droplets from the spray paint, it really made it shine. Couldn't really see it too close on the camera, but yeah, when I took the photo and the light was shining on it, you could really see them sparkle. So that was really pretty. I might experiment a little bit more with the white spray paint. Nearly done here. Look at that lovely pink. All right, I think I'll save a little bit of this just for my corners, like I did with the blue. See how thick it is? It's just sitting there, isn't it? Sitting up high. All right, now I'll finish this off. Do you like being on the side there next to me rather than up top? Once I start to spin though, I'll put you back up top though so that you can actually see, because it's a little bit hard to see properly, you know, when it's on the side like this. I think it's nice to actually see the paint coming out though while you're on an angle like that, but not necessarily for the full spin. So I will take you back up in a minute after I've finished pouring the paint out. Love this pink, isn't it pretty? I'm hoping I'm going to get some really nice shades from these colors together. The white paint and this pink paint, which is mainly white anyway with a little bit of red in it. The white's always thinner, so I actually had to add an extra big blob of white paint and pink paint to make them the same consistency. All right, how's that looking? Oops, we're on a bit of a angle there. Let's get you fixed up. Get you fixed up. Oh, that'll do. All right, now I'm going to attempt to pour this out in a more of a 3D manner. Okay, so here we go. Wish me luck. I'll kind of start out. So see how they're kind of all folding in on top of each other. And now we'll come in. Actually, I need to go over that a little bit more because I'm getting too much white. See, I changed direction there. Did you see that? Just seeing if I can get some of that white to come out. I think that's about it. I wonder if I can get a little bit of a circle happening in the middle just with that last little bit of paint. Try. And then a little bit of colour maybe through this, if I can get any more out, through that line of white. Oh, it's a bit tricky. Right, there we go. Paint's out. Woohoo! Okay, so you can see how 3D it is. I just hit that fly. Did you see that? Hope my magenta doesn't break. It's looking a bit weird there. So sometimes transparent colours or almost transparent colours might do that. So hopefully it'll be all right. Now I'm going to take you back up onto the table. Just turn that light off so that you could see. I don't know. I bought that big ring light, but seriously, sometimes it's more trouble than it's worth. Let's just take you in here, have a look. So that's what it's looking like at the moment. Quite 3D looking, which is exactly what I wanted. I'm just a bit concerned about that magenta there. Anyway, I'll pop you up on the table. Hang on one sec. Okay, you're up on the table. Don't fall down. Okay, now got my corners covered. Let's do the spin. I'm just trying to see the different colors in here. The magenta is really prominent, the white's really prominent, the others are kind of a bit bleh. So we shall see what happens. Let's see if I can just extend that out a little bit. Yep, I just didn't like how it just kind of stopped mid-white. Righto, let's do this. Woohoo! Round and round. How does that go? Round and round the mulberry bush. Went the teddy bear? Is that it? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Go away, fly. Okay, so it's looking good. But my ribbons are too big. My ribbons are too big. Would have been better if they were a little bit smaller. And as I'm spinning, they're widening out as well. So I'm on the right track, I think, with the 3D look. But I think maybe a little bit tighter with my, my rings next time. But yeah, I'm on the right track. Let's go the other way. There's a lot of white in there, isn't there? But if you're liking a rose, it kind of looks like a rose, doesn't it? Now I don't think I should spin it anymore because, as I said, the ribbons are only going to get bigger. I'm getting some really pretty cells in there. This is going to be, this could be a really nice color scheme actually to do a flip cup pour, because look at those cells. You go away, fly. There's a blob of paint there. I'm just going to go one more time to get rid of that. Did it go? Yep. Not got another blob of paint in there. All right, so that's a good start. I can see how the colors work together. There's a lot of white. But yeah, I'll go again with these colors and do smaller, smaller ribbons. So, but on the right track for the 3D look, hey, definitely. Maybe some, smaller like in there, because these are just a bit too wide for my liking. But I'll zoom you in anyway so you can have a look, and then I'll have another go at it. Okay, there it is. I don't think I'm going to take you down because I'm going to mix up some more paint and I'm going to go again, so just bear with me. Before I scrape this, I want to do what I wanted to do with my previous one and just see what it looks like with these. I do that. Now I'm just taking it into the middle because that's where my center is. Just want to see what it looks like. Oh, that went the wrong way. There we go. Now what happens if I go opposite way? This is what we do with cakes, isn't it, when we're decorating cakes. I just wanted to see, because I didn't want to do it with my blue one because I was really happy with the blue one, but I do want to see what happens. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now I just want to spin it to get some more paint off. So I don't want to leave too much on there. And then I'll get back to my mixing paint. So you'll see it in a minute when I come back to you. Alright, so I've stopped spinning, as you can see. I quite like those effects. I might actually do painting to get those at some stage. Oh, look, I put grubby gloves on and now I've got paint on the inside. Let me just wipe that. I'm not going to go with the same container. Look how wide, it was like that wide that the paint came out. So I'm going to go back to my jug. You can just sit there. Hopefully it's not going to be too much paint on there. Right, and I think this time, just for fun, let's do 3 layers, hey? So the white, then the, like, oh, what is it? Kind of a musk. Oh, it's more of a peach. This one's more of a musk, I guess, pale pink. I'm just going to see if I can hopefully just put a 3rd in. We'll go again, another little layer, just to see what happens. And I'll still will do the 3D look effect, hopefully. Hopefully I can still get that. Alright, that's 2, and now the 3rd. So this is where I need to scrape everything out now. So just mix it up the same, 1 part pouring medium, 1 part paint. I don't need to put any paint on my corners because I already have that covered. And hopefully the white won't be quite as dominant if I do smaller or thinner ribbons, but still trying to overlap them so that I'm getting that 3D look. Not asking for much, am I? Actually, I might leave a little bit of that magenta just to put between these 2 last pinks because they're very similar. You know, you try and get a darker colour to go between your lighter colours because they're all pretty light except for the magenta, aren't they? I've got a little bit of magenta left over, so I'll just pop it between. I think I might have made an extra, yeah I did actually, I made an extra 10 grams of pouring medium and 10 grams of paint, so an extra 20 grams of magenta. So that's why I've got a little bit extra. And we'll finish off with this gorgeous pale pink. And I seem to have a lot of that as well, but that's okay. So interested to see how this is going to go then with the 3 layers and see if I can get it a little bit 3D looking, hey? Hopefully I can. All right, okay, let's do this. So nice big circles kind of overlapping to get that sort of 3D look. And then get a little bit closer. I'm just trying to get some of that peachy colour to go on the outside. And then I need to finish off with a reasonably tight little circle in the middle. I don't think I'm going very centered though, am I? I'm sorry if you can't see the jug. I'm trying to see what's coming out of it. trying to just overlap that center a little bit as well. Get that 3D look happening. This might help if I actually tip the jug over. I need to see what I'm doing though. Just trying to get that last little bit out. So that's where the white is. The white went in first, so it's going to come out last. Okay. Phew! Did it. And I've got 2 dirty jugs to wash. Okay. Well, that's looking better, I must say. Now my middle's way over there. Let's see if I can bring it back to the middle a little bit. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you don't have to have it centered, but I do like this pink here, so maybe I don't want to get rid of all of that dark pink. I'm going to give it a quick torch actually, just to pop some bubbles. I haven't been minding the few little cells that have been popping up. I actually would like to try these colours in a flip cup pour. Right, that'll do, just a little bit of popping. Okay, so that's looking really 3D now. So let's give it a spin and see what happens. Woohoo! Okay, well that's better than the first one, isn't it? Still got the white in there, which is great for contrast. And I'm loving this darker section here, and then of course the lighter section there. So do I want to go any more? I don't think so. I don't think I do. Let me just wipe my hands so I can pick up my torch again. I can see a couple of bubbles. Mix is very thick, so it takes a lot of heat to actually pop them. There we go. It's sort of a do I, don't I with bubbles, because if you pop them, you know, you may have little cells coming up, and if you don't want cells, then, you know, you're in a bit of trouble. So what do you think of that, you guys? It's very 3D, isn't it? I think it would go that way. This would be the top. Love that. Look at that 3D look. I mean, I guess I could have even made my ribbons a little bit thinner. So that was the 3 layers. What do you think? It's just beautifully blended, isn't it? Now I'm going to get my little tool and just go underneath and clean everything off. Where did I put you? Here. Okay. And I have to remember that I can actually turn it. I don't have to walk around and do it on each side like I did the other day. What do you think? Does it look like a flower? Does it look like a rose? A rose between 2 thorns. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Hey? Any other rose little sayings? Right, now I'm going to get you down for a close-up, and you can tell me what you think of this one. It's a bit hard to actually, you know what? Because it's got so much pink around it, I'm going to put it on the floor. Sometimes it's nice just to see it on a white background, hey, rather than have all that messy paint around it. So tell me, what do you think of this 3D kind of a look? As opposed to a normal ring pour that I do, you know, that has, like the blue one for instance that I did, that had more sort of wispy pieces going into each other. Just trying to see if I can get you down there to see all those. So, you know, as you can see, the ribbons or rings are wider. There's a lot of overlapping there, so it gives you that 3D kind of a look. doesn't really have the wispiness. Hello, gorgeous. Yes, hi. Don't you stand in Mummy's painting. Hey, don't you stand in Mummy's painting. I'll pat you in a minute. When we're done here, we'll go and sit on the couch together, okay? I'll give you a cuddle. Don't get too close. No, Bronte, don't get too close. I'm sure she would just walk right over it. Come here. All right, so anyway, there we go. There's the middle. It's really pretty, isn't it? But you guys let me know what you think. Do you like this 3D kind of a look, or do you like the more traditional ring pour where the rings are all in line together next to each other and we get that sort of wispy look as each ring sort of comes into the other color, if you know what I mean. Like my blue one where you would have all those little wispinesses, which were really pretty. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I'll take this little doggy into the other room and I'll see you real soon. But let me know if you like this sort of style or whether I should just stick to my normal ring pours. Okay, thanks for watching. Stay safe, everyone. Signing off from isolation. Bye for now.